your girl SheilaO, and this is How Far. How Far now? What's good? What gwan? What's popping? How you all doing? On the show, I got Cass with me. Cass, what's good? How you coping?
What's going on, Sheila, man? Just maintaining, trying not to go crazy in this crazy world we live in, man. What's going on with you?
The world is crazy, Cass. I couldn't say it any better. The world is crazy. Some people are actually restraining themselves or restricting themselves from following simple rules. It's a pandemic out there, guys. The fact that some cities have opened up doesn't mean that, okay, you shouldn't social distance, you should go out without your mask. You have to still respect the rules.
What's the craziest story you've seen lately pertaining to this whole COVID-19 social distancing thing?
Oh my days.
Because
Okay.
there's so many out there, man.
There is so many out there. You know, there was a time when I was bigging up McDonald's, when in China they had that restriction where they didn't want black people coming into McDonald's. So when McDonald's shut that China restaurant down, I was super excited. I gave them their shout out and everything. So now I'm a loyal McDonald's fan. Yeah. So I wasn't happy to hear about the crazy lady. Okay, I'm sorry. You must be to shoot people or take a life. Okay, to take a life, something's wrong with you. She tries to go to McDonald's, right, in Oklahoma, this lady. And of course, due to COVID-19, she wasn't allowed to go to eat in the lounge. You know what I mean? And she lost it. She shot 3 people, Cass. 3 people.
Over McDonald's?
Oh, McDonald's. That's just crazy as far as I'm concerned. Like, hello, don't you know what's going on?
Wow.
Which world do you live in? What about you, Cass? What about
I don't know
you?
what world we live in right now, because let's be real, 2020 has really been on one lately, G. Like 2020 has been a crazy year. Let's see. It started off, we had a war in January that people forgot about. Let's see, February, respect to Kobe. Let's see. March, COVID-19 went crazy everywhere, the pandemic. Let's see. April, what did we have? Aliens. Aliens. Like the world has been waiting for like some type of like information on this G14 classified thing. And once they finally mentioned it, everybody thought about it for like one day. And it was just like, it's so much going on. Nobody cared, because moving on to what? May, now we have killer hornets, killer bees, like the murder.
Scary looking hornets, scary looking. And then we have people going crazy and taking the law into their own hands as well, like what happened in Georgia. Well, the deaths, the Oklahoma is like, hello, we already have issues. Why add to it? Anyway, Cass, we're going to keep it going. We're going to remain positive. We're going to be
how far?
Everybody's being checked on. So how far? How far? On the show today, we have a queen, a singer-songwriter, a performer. She is dope, okay? She most recently got a Grammy Award certificate in recognition of her participation as a composer on the Grammy Awards nominated recording of The Lion King, The Gift by Beyonce. The category was Best Pop Album for the 62nd Grammy Awards. This lady, this queen has carved her way, has her own style, has her own vibes. Niniola, how far?
How you doing,
I did.
How's everything? How you doing?
Nini, I'm good. Thank you so much for coming on to the Afrozons show. Much appreciated.
I love your hair.
I had to keep up with you, girl.
I love your hair.
I love yours too. Thank you so much. So, Nini, have you been out since the lockdown was opened up in Lagos? Have you been outside?
Just today.
Where did you go?
I had to take my dog to the vet quickly.
Oh, yeah.
I had to take her to the vet to get her vaccinations. And I went there. I was, of course, protected. I wore my mask, my gloves. And I went straight home, back home.
Keeping it safe. I like that, keeping it safe. Okay, in your early years, okay, you dabbed in with a lot of singing competitions. I want to start from the roots because I need the Afrozons listeners to know that you are one of the most persistent artists out there who's just taking your time to pave your way. So, asking the question, you were in a lot of singing competitions. You have had a lot of experiences. You've had your own fair shares of no, your own fair shares of rejection. Now you're where you are, having your own lane, calling you the Afrohouse queen, okay? Those experiences, how has it helped you today?
Okay, so it's helped me to not give up, to persevere. And I'd say growing up, my parents didn't used to take me out.
Right.
That I had to keep myself busy. I was listening to their records because in secondary school, I had my own lunchtime show where I'd sing to my friends. And I thought, I was super good. I thought I was super talented and that, the world was waiting to listen to me until I went for my very first singing competition. And I didn't even come top 5 or even top 6. It was a church program and I stormed out angry. All back. Well, and then West African Idol came to Nigeria. And I was happy, I dressed up. I was ready to, thrill the judges. I got just 1 yes, and the other 2 judges, because there were 3 judges, the other 2 judges said it was obvious that I had the passion, but I didn't quite have what they wanted. And I cried. It was humiliating because you know how it is, you go for an audition and you have people waiting outside. They can see on your face, they can tell if you've gotten a yes or a no, and I had to walk out with a no and sadness on my face. It was crazy. And I told myself, I said, you know what? I guess music is not for me. Music is not for me, I'll just throw it away. And someone advised me to join a live band, and I did. And that's where I learned how to perform to a live audience firsthand. I learned how to, because before I was just a ballad singer. I learned how to do dance music. I learned how to thrill people. And that has really helped to shape me.
Yeah.
Fast forward to 2013, my younger brother came up to me, was like, X Factor is in Nigeria. I think the prize money was, 24 million naira. Like, you have to go and get it for me. I'm like, I don't sing anymore. So you will sing for this.
We need the money.
Yeah. And then I went there. The judges were M.I., Onyeka Owenu, and a Ghanaian judge. I don't quite remember his name. And I got a standing ovation from the judges and was like, yes, finally, after so many years, I was saying, no, you're not good enough. And I was dropped in. And each time I was told that I wasn't good enough, I went back to the drawing board. I kept listening to different genres of music and getting better. Because I told myself, I said, I want to be so good that nobody will be saying no, nobody be able to say no to me. And nobody will be able to question my craft. How I was going to do that, I did not know.
You don't know.
Until I went to Project Fame. From the very first audition, they saw me and they were like, yeah, what you've been looking for? I was like, I looked at myself from head to toe, like, me? Are you sure? And I got into the house. I came for runner-up. I got my prize money. I looked for the best producer. And that's how, I got my first.
That's a real awesome story. The Afrozons viewers, okay, I'm so glad you shared this story with them, Niniola, because it's all about how far you've come, how you started, where you are today, where you're going to. You do a mean Celine Dion, Nini. You do a mean Celine Dion, please. I need my Afrozons listeners to hear you. Just indulge me. Just a little bit of Celine Dion, please. I know you do it.
Oh, okay. So the song that I did for my second audition in Idols, West African Idols, because when they gave me the no in Lagos, I jumped on a plane and I went to Abuja to audition. And when they saw me, they were like, "Aren't you the girl from Lagos?" I said, "Uh-huh, I'm the girl from Lagos."
Oh, the same competition you went to a different. That's what's up.
Yeah, to a different city, and they're like, "Sorry, you can't perform." I'm like, "Why does it say on your website that I can't perform?" Like, tell me, show me. And this was the song that I performed. Baby, baby, if I kiss you like this, and if you whisper like that, it was so long ago, but it's all coming back to me. But if you want me like this, and if I need you like that, it was so long ago, but it's all coming back to me now. Coming back. And
Nini, see, you actually crashed the whole internet.
I
The
know.
whole thing just froze.
It
That's
just
how
froze up
powerful
everything.
your voice is, right?
Wow.
Right, Cass, you hear my girl?
Yeah, I froze up too, right when she did. It was just like,
Woo.
wow, I wasn't, It's one thing just hearing it actually live. But I'm curious, like, do you still watch any of these reality shows, or do you keep up with them, or are you too busy nowadays?
I don't like watching reality. I'm singing reality shows, to be honest. I don't like watching them. Sometimes, you know, I'm like, okay, if I stumble on them, and I do, but sometimes I'm like, don't take me back there, please. Mean judges, you know, and you know, all that craziness. But it's good if you're trying to pursue it. I think you should go out there and get judged by these people, and because they're just like, their words are just like sandpaper.
Yeah.
And then you're raw, your talent is raw, so that sandpaper is going to stain the rough surface, and then you throw the sandpaper away.
With the experience that you have, can you see yourself ever being a judge on one of these shows? Is that something you would be interested in down the line? When we talk how far, is that something?
Oh, sure, definitely, because I know what it is to be coming from. I understand the kind of push they need. I understand not to spoil them, but be firm with them as well. So yeah, definitely.
Oh wow, that's what's up. Your album "This Is Me" has too many hits on it, Nini. Too many hits, from Maradonna to Hello Princess. Hello. So from Maradonna to Saro. Cookie, is that her name? Nini, your sound. That's her name. Okay. So your album has too many hits, like I was saying. This Is Me. Yeah, I can hear you better now. This is our new norm now, Nini. This is our new norm. This is the new way to interview. What can we do until we get you back in the States? This would have to surface.
We'll manage.
We'll manage. We have to. So your album, This Is Me, okay, your last album, This Is Me, okay, which is still out now. You have too many hits on it, from Maradona to Saro to Onyi to Sika. I'm a Sika. You know, you have been coined the queen of Afrohouse. But how would you describe your own sound?
Okay, so after Project Fame, I got my prize money of 2 million naira. And like I said, I wanted the best, to work with the best producer. So I didn't know anyone in the industry. So I went to Google to say Google is different. And I in the search words, best top 10 Nigerian producers, and Saz's name kept coming up. That's Saz, the producer. And I reached out to him, we had a meeting, and I told him, I said, guy, I want a hit song. And he laughed at me like, you know, what's going on? He watched some of the clips of me singing on the show, and he was like, I know what to give you. I'm like, just give me something. I want to sing and dance at the same time. And then I did the song Ibadi, dropped it in 2014. It dropped and it became a hit. And people were like, oh, this Afrohouse. I'm like,
okay.
And then I dropped a song called Soke the following year, and everyone started calling me the queen of Afrohouse. I'm like, I like this. I think I'm going to adapt it. And, you know, I'm going to, you know, adapt this name. And people started calling me. I loved it. And that's, I'm like, okay, Afrohouse. Even though, yes, it's my root genre of music because I need my identity, but I still tend towards other genre of music like R&B, folk music, African music, everything generally.
That's what's up. Nini, pick 3 songs, okay? 3 of your songs that of your choice, and tell us the inspiration behind them.
Oh my God, that's hard. That's like asking me to pick like.
I know, there's so many.
I have like 300 children, and you're telling me to just pick 3. Hard. So you pick for me.
Okay, let me pick for you. All right. Tell me the story behind Maradonna.
Okay. Footballer, Maradona. Okay, so I walked inside the studio, and he knew I was coming already, obviously, and then he started playing the beats that he was working on for me, and I liked it. I vibed on it because that's what I do. I hear the beat, I vibe, and then get my melodies right, and then sit down and write the song proper. And already in the studio, we knew the song was a jam. And we were like, oh my God, this is a jam, but we did not know that we would create a jam.
Wow.
You know, we created a monster, a phoenix of a song, because the song, when you think it's done, it's moving to another region, and the song is like, you know what, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not going anywhere. You know, and so it was fun creating, you know, the song Maradona in the studio. And from the beat, I got the vibe about, you know, liberation, sadness, and all of that. And then that's how I just got that emotion, and I wrote the song about heartbreak and how men break women's heart.
I know, right? What about Sicker? What about Sicker? I'm a Sicker.
Sicker. Sicker is a fun song that I made for every woman out there.
Yeah.
Even every man too. You have to. Really, for every woman, when you look in the mirror and you tell yourself that, you know, God made you in His own image and you're beautiful as you are. So I'm Sicker, and even all the girls tell me that I'm Sicker, and I don't need to drink to know, you know, that to establish that I know what I'm talking about, that I'm beautiful. So it's a very fun.
Oh,
I got one.
Okay, you got one song you wanted to tell a story about?
Bana.
Sorry?
Bana.
Oh, Bana.
You have to excuse my Cass. Cass is the hip hop. I'm the Afro beat. So Cass is trying to tell you Bana.
Bana. Bana is street. I remember in the studio that day when I went into the studio, Cass had a couple of beats for me, and that day I was on a roll. That was the day I did Bana, I did Miracle, I did Designer, I did so many songs that thing that I just vibed on different beats. So before Bana, we're just gisting, talking about banana, talking about plantain, and all of that. And before I knew it, I was like, Bana, the song about, it's a girl singing about banana, of course.
Banana, okay.
and the girl is like, I'm liberated enough to talk about whatever it is that I want to talk about men, talk about the fact that I love him and I love being with him. And yeah, but the vibe, the energy from the studio was crazy already. I danced the way my thought was.
You know what, Nini, speaking about dance, okay, I need to lay this out so that everyone can totally understand what I'm saying. When you watch Niniola dance, okay, the hair, I mean, like, the hair at the back of your neck stands. It's like you go into this trance. It's like, I don't know, it's like an out-of-body experience when you dance. I mean, Kaz, I'm serious. This is no play here. When she's dancing, it's like, you know, that's my female crush right there, okay? Now, what are you thinking? Now, let's put it out there. No, what are you thinking, though, when you're dancing, and what's going through your mind? Because I feel like you've left the building.
Okay, so naturally, I'm an introvert, and because of the kind of music that I do, when people, you know, see me, they expect me to be all jumpy, like, oh, you know, Nini doing dance music. I'm like, yeah, dance music, you know. But when it's time for me to get on stage, it's like I have another persona, like an alter ego that comes out, because that's when, you know, I get to have fun. And that's when I get to interact with people that I'm doing music for. When I'm on stage, I'm there as your friend, there to have fun with you, you know, not there to just show that, okay, I know the lyrics to my song. No, I'm there to have fun with you. And I always make sure that people have an experience. And dance has always been part of me. When in high school, when I just got into high school and I had to join a club, I walked into the cultural group club, and I saw my seniors shaking their bum. I'm like, I'm going to let out to shake my bum. I like, you know. And then so I was very involved in social activities in school, dance and, you know, miming, singing, and all of that. So when I'm on stage, I want people to experience Niniola, because they might never meet me again or watch me perform again. So I just want to leave you with that feeling and that experience that, oh my gosh, did I just experience this? So it's just a way to let go and make people feel good, just to entertain people, basically.
It definitely seems like the perfect blend of music and dance. I'm curious, like, what was your first love? Was it music or was it dance?
Okay, I'd say, oh my gosh, it's hard, because now that I think about it again, my late dad, I remember when he bought his first camcorder, and then he'd tell me to dance because he said, and he'll show his friends the video when they come around. He'd be like, "See, my daughter can dance. Dad, she's a good dancer," you know. And it was later that I fell in love with music. So I'll say dance came first. Like you just realize it.
Yeah, wow.
You know, that dance came first. You know, but dance and music go hand in hand for me. I say I even love dancing. I pick dancing over singing.
Now you dance, girl. You dance. People get that. You get your box. You get your the worth of the show when you are watching her. Like you get, because we do a lot of concerts and bring a lot of artists. So whenever we get to Africa and we get home, and I've got this artist with me, and I see Niniyola's name on the dance on the lineup, I'm like, okay, watch your back, Sierra. Watch yourself, Beyonce. She's coming. Like I'm like always proud. Are there any producers or artists you gotta work with? Name your top 3 for me, Niniola.
Oh Lord, there's so many super talented producers out there. So for me, it's about if you get my vibe, what can you give me? Okay, so last year, Timbaland came on my page and he commented saying, "I love your new single," and I wanted to die like me. It's Konkolo, yeah, all the way in Lagos, Nigeria, and then Timbaland is saying this, and I'm like, oh my gosh, like he's a legend.
Yes.
So I immediately sent him a message by Instagram DM, and I'm like, can I work with you, please? And I was like, sure. I was like, which of my songs you like your music? And it's dope. I've listened to your album. I love your album. And then we've been working together, so it's a dream come true. Yeah, finally. I feel so honored and so happy about it. And so for me, it's about, working with different people. I don't want to call names because there are too many of them.
Mm-hmm.
So if I get an opportunity to work with a super talented producer, why not?
I really like that answer. Sometimes it's hard to call the names, but deep down, how far you know who they are. So you can DM me, WhatsApp me, and because I really want to put it out there, because for me, it's the growth of the industry. It's so big in the house industry, even here in Chicago, because Chicago is all about house. So I know like a lot of the house DJs, they keep hitting me up like, how do we reach Niniola? It's always Niniola is coffee. It's Niniola is coffee. So it's just... So we're like, how far? We're going to get her on the show because she's right here, right?
Wait.
Oh, you have a song, Fantasy. Niniola, your song, Fantasy, with the 4-time Grammy Award nominee. I mean, that was a huge achievement, and that song is fire. How did you link up with 4-time Grammy Award nominee Femi Kuti, Fela Kuti's son?
Hey,
should I go on? Huh?
Hey, go on, please.
Fela Kuti's on the King of the Shrine. Nigeria's own, Afrobeats own.
Hey, that I feel so blessed. I feel so honored. I feel I'm grateful basically because I don't know how I got the king of Afrobeats, a legend, Femi Kuti, to bless. I don't know how I got him to bless my record, but God bless him. God bless him, because growing up too, I used to look at the fella dancers. No, I wasn't really into the music, because when I was young I didn't really understand what the music was all about. I was looking at the dancers, the way they were dancing and shaking their body and moving to the rhythm. I was really interested in that, so I'd always been following the dance. And then my team reached out to his team, and the meeting was set up. And when he saw me, I was like, I'm not doing collabo. And in my mind, I'm like, oh, please make it easy for me. And I was wearing shades, I was wearing glasses. I was like, remove your glasses. I'm like, he's sorry. And he's like, the people from this side, what? Like, he stressed me out. In my mind, I was trying to even talk to my manager, like, it's not going to be crazy. She just tell me, like,
let me know. Let me respect myself.
Respect myself. But eventually he agreed to do it, and his sister was there. you know, they're a fun pair.
Queen
They're playing, joking, yes, Auntie Annie Kuti, and she was like, do it for this girl now. Why are you stressing? Do it. And then he was like, okay, you know what? On the 26th of December, book a session. We'll be there, just like that. And he didn't even listen to the song, you know, before agreeing to do the song. So that means that he knew that my music was supposed to be dope enough for him to jump on. And in my mind, I was like, thank God. I got to the studio as early as possible, waiting for him. And when he listened to the music, he arrived, listened to the music, he fell in love with the music. And what he gave that day, I'm telling you, money cannot buy it. Right. I couldn't even use all the materials that he dropped.
Wow.
I couldn't use everything. Like, if I wanted to drop 30 albums now, I'm sure I have stuff from him to use. And I just feel very, 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 very grateful. It's a dream come true, actually.
It's a blessing. It's a blessing. Totally one. Cass?
I'm just in awe.
He's in awe. He's like, okay, let me take all this in. Let me take all this in. Like, ooh.
My question, I'm curious, like, what's it like to have a sibling in the industry as well?
Oh, it feels good because you can gossip and you know it's not coming out.
Right.
We're talking about Tenny.
Right. Are there any collabs? Are there any collabs we should be looking out for? I think that'd be super dope.
Oh, yeah, people keep asking, but at the right time, because it has to be dope, you know.
Yeah.
So at the right time, you'll be the first about it. But at the right time, it's going to drop.
Okay. And then you also have a foundation. I like that about you. It's Adopt a Child's Education. Tell us about it.
Okay, so Adopt a Child's Education was founded by me, I think about 4 or 5 years. I went back to Isolo Irakari Estate in Lagos State, Nigeria. That's where I grew up. And I went to 5 government schools, primary schools. That for an invigilated myself, and I picked the top 2, and thank God it was a boy and a girl, so there was no ojoro or anything like that.
Yes.
And I gave them a 6-year high school scholarship that includes tuition, uniforms, and books. And I'm happy that they are done with their junior secondary school, and they're in their senior secondary school, SS2. By next year, they should be done. And by God's grace, I'm not going to leave them. And I'm going to help more children as well through secondary school. And also, I go to schools and give out books. I give out sporting equipment, the schools and all of that. So I just feel like capacity to, just put a smile on someone's face. My late father was a philanthropist and an educationist, and he believed in teaching how to fish rather than just giving fish.
That is beautiful. That is priceless at a very young age as well. Really appreciate that, Niniola. That's investing where you come from, sowing that seed. Money can't buy that. Trust me. You could have all the money in the world, but if you don't put it back into the country, into the people, into the younger you, because, I was born in Lagos. I grew up in Surulere. So everyone's like, oh, Sheila's doing this, Sheila's doing that. But, I wish somebody was funding me back then. You know what I mean? And so it's so important to give back. So kudos to you for that. What's next for you, Niniola? What's next for the Queen of Afrohouse? What's next? How far?
Okay, so my album will drop this year. Corona or no Corona?
Oh, no Corona.
Yes, Corona set up a lot of things back, but by God's grace, I'll still drop it. So it has even given me time to even record more songs. So yeah, my album is definitely dropping this year, and I cannot wait to go back on stage. I'm tired of staying in the house, so Corona should just fly away.
I really appreciate it, Niniola. Yeah. Thank you so much for stopping by on How Far. We look forward to having you as well in the States. You can come into the studio, let's do some sessions with you. Let's just hang out. Let's kick it. Really appreciate what you're doing right now. Super proud of you, and just keep pushing that culture. Okay, it's Africa to the world. Niniola, thank you so much. Thank you, Queen. Really appreciate you. So until next time, guys, on How Far. SheilaO signing out.
Nice
NINIOLA is there with her QQ cookie. Hello. All right, Queen.
Don't
Respect.
try to kiss me. Bye-bye.
Nini,
Bye.
are you in a relationship like this? The one you have this your dog? I don't know. Huh? Nini?
Oh, I mean, no, I have boyfriend though.
Is there no competition in this matter here? Huh? No, he just accepts it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Because I know you love cookie. All right, Nini. Big kisses. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
God bless you.
Bye.